Are you looking for a great keto side? Do you absolutely hate broccoli and there's no way you're ever going to like it? I would challenge you to give this recipe a shot if that's the case, because it might just change the way you think about broccoli forever. Stick around. Now, if this is how you feel about broccoli, I want to change your mind. My wife has hated broccoli all her life. And I'm pretty sure after we've talked about it several times, it's because it was all mushy, overcooked, with a nasty processed cheese sauce that was just horrible. But anyway, since I've made this recipe, she really likes it. It's a great keto side, a good way to get some vegetables if you don't like vegetables, because of the creamy sauce on it, the little bit of sweetness, and the delicious crunch that goes good with so many keto dishes. Well, let me know what you think about this after you make it. I really love hearing your comments. So let's get in the kitchen and I'll show you what ingredients you're gonna need to put together this delicious, crunchy broccoli salad. So the first thing you're gonna need to put together this broccoli salad is some broccoli. And I've got 3 crowns of broccoli here. Make sure you get the fresh kind. The frozen is not gonna work. You're gonna need some bacon. This is my favorite kind from Aldi. I feel like it just crisps up the best. You're gonna need some of my Duke's mayonnaise, either the regular Duke's, or in this one I use my Duke's spreadable bacon mayonnaise because I feel like that gave it a little extra bacon flavor. You're gonna need some pine nuts. Now, if you don't have pine nuts, you can also substitute almonds. You just wanna chop them up pretty small like that because you just want a little bit of crunch. And nuts for some people just don't work, so if you can't have them, don't use them. You're gonna need some of this Splenda Magic Baker blend. This is just for a little touch of sweetness. This is my favorite sweetener by far. And you're gonna need some cheese. Now I use this extra sharp cheddar cheese. That's the traditional Southern way to do it. We love this extra sharp cheddar. You're gonna need some sour cream. This is by far my favorite brand because it's super affordable if I don't go to Aldi. Just make sure you get the full fat kind. You're gonna need some white wine vinegar. And we're gonna need to season this. I'm gonna use Redmond's real salt or pink Himalayan. You're gonna need some black pepper, and you can either grind it fresh or just take it right out of the container like this. If you can't have it, you can leave it out. So those are all the ingredients we're gonna need. Now I'm gonna show you how to put together this delicious Southern style broccoli salad right after this. So the first thing you want to do with your broccoli is just cut it into bite-sized pieces. Now remember, this is going in a salad, so we don't want huge pieces. You just want a little bit fork-sized, piece. So cut them about like that and just go through and work them all out. And then you could use the other part of the broccoli if you want to make a vegetable stock or something like that, or just toss it or compost it. And then after you've got them all cut off the crown like that, just go ahead and throw them right in your favorite bowl. Y'all know what mine is. Some people say that broccoli causes bloating for them, so don't worry. I'll be coming out with some non-broccoli recipes soon. If you want to see more keto side dishes, make sure you subscribe to the channel and I'll make sure that you see a lot more of them. Now the next thing we got to do is prepare our bacon. So a lot of people have asked me if I like more expensive brands, but I have really found that this cheap premium hardwood smoked bacon from Aldi is the best. It crisps up right, it always cooks right, never have a bad batch. And we're gonna cook this bacon real simple and easy, but the first thing we gotta do is dice it up into small pieces. But don't worry, you're not gonna have to use a pot, you're not gonna splatter grease all over the place. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do this with no mess. And now I've got to grate this cheddar cheese. Now somebody leave me a comment down below and tell me why that I would grate my own instead of just buying it already shredded in the store. Let me know. Now that my cheese is grated, it's time to deal with this bacon. So you can not only put full strips of bacon in this microwave bacon grill, but you can also cook it cubed or cook little chips or whatever you want to do with it. This thing works great for everything. I'll put a link in the description in case you don't have one. And speaking of tools, this is my absolute favorite kitchen gadget, the chopper. I'm going to chop this red onion. I'm pretty sure I forgot to tell you that you need a red onion for this recipe, but you need red onion for this recipe. And that's what it should look like right there. So your broccoli is already in your favorite bowl. One day my sister-in-law is going to kill me for this, but hey, if she never watches my videos, she'll never know, right? So anyway, I'm going to put the cheese in now. We can go in with a few of these ingredients. Now I'm going to go in with the pine nuts. And like I said, if you don't have pine nuts, just use almonds. Chop them up really, really small. You just want a little bit of extra crunch in there. You could use another nut. Macadamia is a good one also. Just chop them up small. And then add in that red onion that I forgot to tell you about to begin with, because that's going to add a little bit of spiciness. And you just saw me add in the bacon, so add it in, stir that up really, really well, and let's go on to the next step. So we're going to take that spreadable bacon grease mayonnaise and go ahead and add in the sour cream. And we're going to combine this together, but before we do, we can go ahead and season it. So go ahead and put in your salt and pepper and combine it really well together. And then the next thing to do is put in that white wine vinegar. That's the good stuff. And that's a little secret to this, to really bring out the flavor. And then go ahead and whisk it in really, really well. Make sure it's well combined before we go to our next step. Now you tell me right now, does this look happy or not happy? It looks pretty happy in there, but I think it could be a little bit better. What can we do to make it better? Let's go ahead and add in that dressing. Oh, that's the good stuff. That's the secret to this. That's what's going to give it its delicious taste. That's how you're going to make people that don't like broccoli like broccoli. That's our secret in the South. Now you know it. And now there ain't nothing to it but to do it. So I hope you enjoy this. It's the most delicious thing you'll ever have. And people that don't like broccoli, I believe will like broccoli after they try this. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. So I'm just going to leave you with a couple more videos that I think you'll enjoy. As always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.